Do it yourself or hire a pro. The past month, I've been spending a lot of my time redoing the flooring in the house that I just moved into, not to mention packing up all of my stuff and bringing it over to the new place. In today's video, you're going to learn whether you should DIY it or hire a pro. And I'm not talking about really small projects like restaining a table or building a small shelf. I'm talking about large projects like redoing your whole flooring or redoing your kitchen. Those larger projects that are quite a bit pricier. I am Tiffany Thomas with WealthyTiffany.com, and I achieved financial freedom at age 38. And I also became a millionaire at age 40. If you are looking to achieve financial freedom at a young age as well, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and we're going to dive right in. I get that it is tricky to decide whether or not to do a project yourself or to hire it out. So the first thing you want to take into consideration is the price. You want to compare the numbers. So you'll want to get bids in order to redo your flooring or whatever project you are looking to have done. And that way you'll have an idea on how much it would cost if you were to hire it out. And then you want to think about all of the expenses that will go into play if you were going to do it yourself. And I would say overestimate on that because it usually ends up being more expensive when you are doing it yourself than you originally planned. To give you an example, this flooring project that I've been working on, where we were going to take out all of the carpet in the house and put in LVP, luxury vinyl plank flooring. It is a huge project, and when I was thinking about how much it was going to cost, there were things that came up throughout the project that I didn't account for. To give you a specific example, when I ripped out all of the carpet and the carpet padding in the huge family room, which, as a side note, I did that all by myself. I was pretty impressed with myself. But anyway, when I did that, there was a crack all the way around the living room edge of the flooring. So maybe about 4 to 6 inches away from the edge of the wall, the flooring was cracked. It was cement. And when you are laying down LVP, this vinyl plank flooring, you need a smooth, flat surface to do that. And where it had cracked all the way around the edges, it had sunk a little bit, and so the floor on the inside around the edges had raised up, so it did not create an even surface. So that was something that we would need to address later on, and we decided to purchase a handheld cement grinder, just a smaller tool. And when my friend was working on that, it was taking forever. So we ended up going to Home Depot to rent one of their huge cement grinders, and he ground the cement that way, and it worked a lot better, but it cost us double the amount because we had already bought the tool, used it, and then we had to rent this other tool from Home Depot. So there's just things that come up that you aren't really expecting. So you'll want to create a buffer when you are estimating the price and how much it will cost you to do it yourself. And talking about ripping up all the carpet, I decided that I do not like carpet in my homes because I own rental properties. And it is a nightmare trying to get all of the stains out of the carpet from different tenants that have been in there. And the carpet just gets old and dingy and the place doesn't look as nice. And also it makes allergies worse when you have carpet. So I decided to get rid of all of the carpet in all of my properties. Comment below and tell me what you think about having carpet in homes. Do you really like the carpet, or would you rather get rid of the carpet? And when you are trying to come up with this pricing to do it yourself, not only are there unexpected things that come up, but when you are purchasing product like all of the flooring, there could be extra things that you need to purchase. For example, I purchased all of the actual planks, the vinyl planks, and then I realized I needed to get the stair noses. Yes, that's a thing. They go on the edge of your stairs, and then also transition strips. So there were a couple of extra things I needed to purchase to go along with the flooring. One of the things that really helped when I was trying to come up with how much it would cost me to do it myself was talking to professionals in the field. I looked on KSL, which is a popular website in Utah. A lot of people post their services on there or their businesses, their small businesses, and it has reviews on there, so I looked for people with a lot of great reviews. But I had called one guy in particular, and he just kind of went over, well, okay, have you thought about how much flooring you'll need? And then don't forget about the stair noses. So just talking to a professional, it was very helpful because he knew of all the extra things that I would need to purchase. And then having people come out to the property and give me a bid. They took the exact measurements and gave me an estimate on how much flooring I would need to purchase. So when I ended up doing it myself, I knew exactly how much product to purchase and which products to purchase. Going along with the amount that I would need to have in order to do this project, I thought ahead about this and I called my credit card company. It was actually my Discover card. And I had told them I would be making large purchases on the credit card and I wanted a 0% interest rate for 12 months. And they said yes. So they gave me the 0% interest for 12 months, which was awesome because then I could go to the store and actually buy the flooring on that credit card and not have to pay for that right away. So keep that in mind when you are doing large projects, when you know you're going to make a large purchase, try calling your credit card company in advance and see if they will offer you a 0% interest rate. After you've gotten some bids and you've come up with the pricing that it would be to do it yourself, and of course, it's probably going to be less expensive if you do it yourself. But if that's not the case, then definitely hire that out. But the second thing you want to take into consideration besides price is time. How much time do you have to put toward this project? Are you super busy at work right now? Are you going to have the spare time to come over and work on the project or work on the project at your own house? And how much time do you really want to spend doing this? For me, I do have extra time right now since I don't have a 9-to-5 and I work for myself. But in the end, it took a lot more time than I was expecting. There were some nights that we worked until 1 a.m. and the friend that was working with me, he has a 9-to-5, so he had to get up and do his regular job. And then we would work long hours at night and he would do it again the next day. So really figure out if this is where you want to be spending your time on this certain project. Plus, I was on a bit of a time crunch because I wanted to move into the house pretty quickly. And I was bringing a roommate with me, and then I have another friend that was moving in the following week. So it's not like I could drag out the project over a month or months and months. So when you are deciding if you have enough time, create an extra buffer because it will probably take more time than you are expecting. And the third point that I want to talk about, and this goes along with the first two, the price and the time, is the opportunity cost. By spending time working on this large project, are you missing out on something else? Could you be spending your time bringing in more money to pay to have this project done? Or is there something else you really need to be spending your time on right now? I know for me, I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos about how to lay LVP, and that's not usually something I watch videos about. And especially if you are planning to take time off of work, use some vacation time, or even take time off that you are not getting paid for. Are the pros going to outweigh the cons? Now that we've talked about the price and the time and the opportunity cost, the fourth item I want to bring up is, will it give you enough satisfaction to make the project worth it for you to do it yourself? I know when I am looking at my flooring in my house now, I think, wow, I did that. I helped do that. I didn't do it all by myself, but I did a significant amount of work and it does give me satisfaction. But is it enough satisfaction that it outweighed the time that was spent on it? And now I realize all of the mistakes in the floors, and is that going to bother me over time? We'll see how that goes, but really think, okay, is this something I really want to put my heart and soul into and make it look really good and get that satisfaction out of doing the project myself? And the fifth item I want to bring up is, how much of a learning curve is this for you, and is it a skill that you want to have? Maybe you really love doing flooring projects or whatever type of project it is that you're working on, and you want to continue to develop that skill, and you could help other people do it, or do it in your other properties if you own multiple properties like I do. Or is the learning curve really steep and you'll never do this type of project again? I will probably never add flooring to my resume. That's not what my focus is. If you are in the flooring industry or remodeling industry, whatever it might be, then you can sharpen your skills, you can learn new things, and you can do it on your own home. And then you'll have that skill down, or you'll at least be able to do it better. And then you can improve your skill and do it even better in other people's homes. While it may sound really fun to do a large project by yourself or with a friend, you really want to take into consideration all of these different factors and make sure that it's actually worth it to do the project yourself versus hiring a pro. Like I mentioned before, there are some mistakes that are in my floor, and if I would have hired a pro, pretty sure those mistakes would not be there. And I spent a lot of time working on this flooring project, and I could have spent that time making extra YouTube videos for you guys. So really think about the trade-off. What are those opportunity costs? What do you really want to be spending your time on? Is it worth it to you? And if you aren't able to finish the project in the time frame that you need to, what is your backup solution? It turns out I ended up hiring someone to finish the basement and the stairs for me so that I could move into the property on the day that I wanted to. Luckily, I was able to find someone last minute. It was actually the same guy that installed the flooring in my townhouse in my other rental. So that ended up working out perfectly for me, and I feel really lucky and really blessed that it ended up working out that way. I did spend money on tools for the project and of course money on the flooring, which I would have already spent. And then I had that extra cost of hiring someone to do part of the project. All in all, it would have cost me just under $4,000 to pay someone else to do the full project for me. And since I did have to pay someone to do part of the project, I was able to come out ahead just over $1,000. And if I wouldn't have had to pay someone to do part of the project, then I would have come out ahead about $3,500. So I spent about $500 in tools and different supplies. And the flooring would have been a cost on top of that, but I was already going to pay for the flooring product anyway. Comment below and tell me what DIY projects you have done and has it been worth it, or has it not been worth it? Do you wish you would have hired it out? And if you are looking to manage your money a little bit better so that you could hire a professional if you wanted to, I like to use a free app called Personal Capital. You can hook all of your financial accounts to Personal Capital so that you can see your full financial picture in just one place very quickly. If you're interested in that, I will leave my referral link below. You can get a free $20 Amazon gift card when you hook one of your retirement accounts to Personal Capital. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And if you want to see even more content from me, check out the videos on the side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.